I actually remember the very first time I got paid to do what I love. It was for photography. And at the time, I was still working a job. I still was working at Starbucks, etc. And I'm pretty sure if you go somewhere on my channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. Where I was just like, bro, there's a lot of stuff happening in the community. Black male. I'm like, yeah, no. I need an out so I can, refocus. Because I want to get out the hood. I think we all do. Um, so I was working this job and I just got accepted to my film school. Spoke about that in another video too. And I just picked up my camera. And I remember I had a friend who was doing music. So he, reached out, whatever the case may be, and he paid me. I think he was the first person who paid me to do a music video. And I think it was like $50 or like $40, something like that. I really don't know. I think it was 60. It was maybe like $60. But that was enough for me to quit my job. Um, when I got that first, photo shoot to do with my homie, it was actually a music video. So I had to shoot the music video and edit it for $60, right? The first time I got that and I realized like, well, I was about to be here at work for 4 or 5 hours and make that same $60 when I could be out here low key having fun, chilling, and make the same $60. Aww. And then, the stuff happening around the community and stuff like that, violence and all this other type of stuff. It was like, oh, I'm gone, right? The first opportunity I saw, I was like, nah, I'm leaving. I quit. I didn't put in a 2 week notice. My manager was like high key mad because I quit the day of, a couple hours before my shift. It was low key about to be a rush hour too. I started at like 10 or 11, maybe 12. And it was Starbucks. So, yeah, I definitely fucked that shift up. He then got to go to work for sure. but, um, but yeah, I took the risk and I ended up betting on myself. But I initially got into it. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew entrepreneurship was going to be difficult, right? Did I expect it to be this difficult? Yes and no, right? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that, right? Doing what you love and getting paid to do it, it's easy, right? Because realistically, if you just follow a set group of steps, rinse and repeat, you get the results, right? It's not like this magical thing. It's kind of just like consistency and repetition. And adaptation, of course, you have to grow and evolve, but that's a byproduct of the repetition. What I didn't expect to be hard, right, was mastering myself, was getting out of my own way, was not being insecure, was actually believing in myself. That was the hardest and still is the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur, an artist, whatever facet. It's coming into a sense of self, bro. Like removing your distractions, not being insecure, telling yourself that you do deserve something, that you are capable of something, you know, truly standing in your power. I didn't expect it to be this hard because it ties it literally into self-improvement. You know, if you're slacking in one area, you're probably gonna slack in another one, right? If you have very bad fitness or very bad physical health, there's no way in hell your mental health is going to be good and positive, right? Because your body has a very big influence in the way that you think, right? You know, your gut, you know, your heart, the way like your blood, like all of these things are direct influences to what's going up here. So if I'm being lazy throughout the day, I'm eating too much junk food, I'm not working out, I'm just not utilizing my body, that's going to show in my entrepreneurship, which is a byproduct. It's going to show in how much money I make. It's like this whole big as like bubble of self-improvement, right? I can't necessarily neglect no aspect of myself because the business is me. I'm the business. So I have to be intact. If I'm not intact, there is no business, right? If the star player isn't able to think, isn't able to operate, isn't able to believe in himself, do the things that he needs to do, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be of value to a space outside of myself and add true value, experience, knowledge, all these other type of attributes that come with me if I'm not straight, y'all. So it's that was like a really big jump for me. Realizing I can make such an easy process 10 times harder solely because I'm not good up here. So yeah, that getting paid that first time was a blessing, right? In retrospect, because it opened my eyes, right? I feel like the first time you get paid for something creative, or you get paid to do something that's not a typical 9 to 5 job, it opens you up spiritually because now you know it's possible, even at the slightest of forms. And then you like fall into this loop of evolution almost, where you start seeing what else is possible. Well, shit, I didn't know that I could do this. I didn't know that that was an option, but I did it. So what else out there do I not know I'm capable of? What else is out there that, can help me evolve, help me be a better me, ultimately help me live the life that God has ordained over my life? Because it's all a learning experience. I have to get to it anyways, right? It's all part of me and what I was destined to do. So, but it's crazy. I don't think nothing hits the same like those first few checks, right? Those first few payments. Because once you start to do it more, once you start kind of getting a little bit more used to the idea of clients, the idea of income, whatever the case may be, even in the slightest of forms, you kind of lose that enjoyment as it just becomes, this is just what it is. It's just what I do, right? It becomes a lifestyle rather than an accomplishment. So, for all the people out there who's also trying to, get into entrepreneurship and all that other type of stuff, or at least be an artist, creative, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't experienced it yet, you are bound to experience it. Those first couple paychecks, those first couple of, deposits, whatever you accept, cash, it hit different. And it makes you go into a really deep space of self. Because it always opens your eyes. Nothing opens your eyes more than experience. Nothing I can tell you in this video about me, myself, my experience, or anything like that is going to be more potent than you actually going out there and getting that first deposit, getting that first little money, right? That within itself is going to show you. It's not necessarily, how hard you're working and all this other type of stuff. It's what you're doing. It's how you're spending your time. That dictates a lot of stuff, right? You spend your time on less productive tasks or less productive goals. That's what's going to manifest. If you spend your time in more aligned spiritually, growth and just, I'm not going to say harmony, because with harmony comes disharmony. That's a part of harmony, but just a sense of ease almost. You'll grow a lot more faster. I did, at least. Letting things come, but also applying my hustle, right? I'm not the type of nigga who's going to tell you go sit somewhere and meditate all day and you're going to wake up with $1 million lotto ticket with all the right numbers on it because you saw it in a dream. You might, right? Spirit's very powerful. Nigga, I'm pretty sure somebody's been dreamed about the lotto numbers and just didn't go buy the ticket. But apply yourself and let it unfold. Do what you have, do what you can, and execute on your ideas in real time. Like, please, like, if it's, I talk to people who, like, they want to do something, they want, especially with content, they want to do content and all sorts of type of stuff, they just aren't doing it. Do it quick, 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 quick. Because the sooner you do it, the sooner you see whether you want to keep doing it or not, right? You don't want to be the person who wanted to do something for 5 years and you got to the point where you don't have the opportunity or the option to do it no more. And now you're living in regret of not knowing whether or not that could have worked. Whether, well, on the other side, you could have, did it and probably figured out the first like couple months, year, 2 years, whether that was for you or not, and then moved on. And then you didn't have no sense of regret because you did it, right? You had all the ideas. You emptied yourself. You didn't let no idea go to waste, right? It's kind of what I do on this YouTube channel, right? If it's a reaction, I'm going to post it. If it's a vlog, I'm going to post it. If it's, I don't care what it is, I'm going to post it because I'm draining my ideas out, right? That's what y'all got to do. And it allows you to stay in a flow, right? It allows you to keep growing. Once you get to a point of stagnancy where God is giving you all the ideas, giving you the next steps, and you just aren't acting on it, sheesh, that shit fucks me up at least. I get very depressed. So I don't want y'all to, I don't want y'all to feel that. I love y'all.